Collective, welcome to the channel. It is September 10th, 2025. We're going to tap right in and see what storyline Spirit has to share with us. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Storyline for the collective, please, Spirit. Storyline for the collective. Collective energy, storyline for the collective, please, Spirit. In the central energy, the Chariot. You see the way that popped right out of there? It's like, oh yeah, we're going places. Going somewhere. You are overcoming trials and regaining control. Ensuring victory through the path of obstacles. In the challenge position, ooh, my woman's medicine's taken off. The woman's medicine's taken off. We got the star here in the upright. Healing, renewal. You have a renewed sense of self. And I don't know if you felt it, but for me, I think today's the 4th day of a pretty significant change, internal change. In the subconscious, we have Tower. You're releasing something in the recent past. Ten of Pentacles. Intentions, expectations. We've got air travel. There's a swift change. Making quick decisions. We've got some kind of an inheritance, some kind of abundance coming in, which is allowing you to make some changes in the near future. Victory. Some kind of public recognition. Good fortune and achievement. The lens that's being looked through. The Hierophant. And the environment. Queen of Swords. Hopes and fears. Page of Swords. We got some contracts. Ooh. Messages, contracts. We've got the Queen of Swords telling the truth about whatever it is she's got going on. She knows the truth. Her boundaries are clear. Messages and contracts are here. And the, okay, come on, get it right. And the outgoing energy. King of Swords. So we've got divine feminine and masculine out here with their sword up. The Hierophant is here. They know the truth. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups is here. The love of the mother, the finances of the mother. We've got a new beginning. A new opportunity. Somebody's here fighting. Like they want to bring a fight to your celebration. You've got the Sun here, a rebirth, and they want to fight with you. The Emperor is here with the Ace of Swords, so he knows the truth. He's clearing the foundation. He's securing the structure. Somebody wants to fight with him, and he's in his Sun energy. New love, Temperance. So new love is going to be sensible. King of Cups and King of Pentacles is here, and the Queen of Wands. Dealing with the party of three who's been thieving and tricking people. Lots of kings and queens here dealing with thievery and trickery. And the Hierophant is there too, so we got some significant stuff happening. So earlier today, there was a masculine saying something about how we go out. You know, like you've lost the game, but how are you gonna go out? You know, so it's like they've lost, and they want to destroy as much of it for you as possible. We got a Tower here. How are they going to go out? Are they going to go out with a big bang? Or are they going to go out quietly? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. You got a Chariot here. You got a victory, some control over some direction. Driver. You're the driver. You're in the driver's seat. Or you've got a victory over a driver. The Star energy and the challenge. So there is healing, rejuvenation. You've got a victory over this driver. They're challenged by your renewal, by your revitalization, by this change. You've got a victory over this driver, the mental driver. You've rejuvenated. They're in a tower. They're in chaos. You're leaving. You left. You're like, bye, driver. I'm renewed. I'm out of here. Yeah, disconnect. They're in a tower because you've disconnected. You got your Chariot. You got a victory over this driver. You rejuvenated, bringing about change. You've just got your 10 of Pentacles inheritance, so you're coming into some form of wealth. Maybe it's energy, maybe it's love, maybe it's finances, maybe it's ideas, maybe it's whatever. Home. A home. The day that the French government shut down, I heard somebody in the invisible, they were talking about a vote, and then they were talking about how food was going to be hard to come by. I have no idea what's going on here, but you got a victory. Whoever this is, it could be big, micro, macro. Take it as it resonates. I mean, this could be your personal experience, or it could be the collective, which I'm looking at. This is big. This is big. You got a home. It could be you got some kind of territory. Maybe you're getting the land back. The Most High stated that the land was going back to the indigenous people. Visitation. Air travel. Visitation. Swift change. 6 of Wands. Reward. Public recognition, victory, and we've got this puppet master is not able to control you. You've got a victory over that driver. The handler or whatever of your life. The Hierophant is here. It could be the Most High with the people. Standing in their truth. Self-care. So yeah, so we've got the Hierophant here. You took care of yourself. The Hierophant's here taking care of. There's rules. There's some kind of a a forgiveness for those who actually took care of themselves. Took time to see the beauty. Queen of Swords knows the truth. She's got clear boundaries, and there's justice. Academic. She could be a judge. Page of Swords. We've got contracts, negotiations, and contracts. Absence. King of Swords. And we've got addiction. So he knows the truth about the addicted, or those who have addictions. He's got mental clarity regarding addictions. So he knows the truth about those who have addictions. The Most High, or whoever this is, knows that you take care of yourself. You work hard. You've been working hard. And so you've got a promise of an evermore. You're creative. You come up with ways to get along when circumstances are dire. You're getting your love. You're getting your love. You could have a new tribe, a new family, a new compass. We've got Ouija board and purpose. It could be that also, you've got your evermore. The creators are coming together. You create ways to take care of yourself, to heal yourself in love. This tribe has been trying to perhaps mess with your love in order to affect your path with these Ouija board, these spirits. But you're congratulated. You're being congratulated here because you're in your purpose. You came to be in your purpose anyway. And justice is being served to these vain religious personalities, these pretenders. You're a wholesome person. You didn't do anything. You just are who you are. These people wanted to be seen as you. You're a sovereign being, and it's time for you to step up because you survived the crap that they put you through, these addicted people. Look at that. You're naturally you, an arcana. Your body, you handled your body, perfection. You're not, this isn't you. It's all about self-care. You probably do that in a different way than these ones who are in a tower thought. It's like you're innocent and you're being remembered. Something's going on. The witch was not willing to settle down or to be responsible. And attention is being brought to all of the martyrings that they have been doing in order to appear as though they were important. It could be that this was prophesied. What's going on in the spiritual throne, as far as they're concerned, is over. You see both sides of a situation. You know very clearly what has been happening here. You're expected to take that chair, and you've got a defense against those who are in the entertainment industry, coming after your things, coming after your happiness, horse playing around with your peace. The peace of you, a limelight position, a giant. But again, self-preservation. It could be that you're the new teacher. Maybe you were competing with this teacher, a bad teacher, who wanted to appear as though they were conscientious. Somebody in the ancestry, a wise guy player. Yeah, you got somebody there who's bringing conflict to you over your status of privilege. They wanted it here and now. They could be here and now. These kin are invisible and they're haunted. They got a narrow perception. They didn't see you correctly. They looked at you, these addicts looked at you and they said, nah. So they tried to vilify Mother Nature and natural medicines, you know, those adaptogens that people use to stabilize and to bring homeostasis to their temple. And, you know, these are ones, of course, wanted everybody on those synthetic painkillers and, you know, anxiety pills and whatever, because they're toxic, you know, and they change the way we are. You got your chariot here. You got a victory over the driver of the minds. They're broken. They broke all their promises. So the driver, whoever was driving your life or this driving other people's lives, they made promises and they didn't keep promises, and you got a victory over them. You have rejuvenated. You have healed. You're the star energy here. There's a change here. These people, they didn't keep their promises. They lost. They're challenged. They didn't keep the promises they made, and they've lost you. And now they're in a tower because you got a victory here. They're in a tower because you disconnected from them. You escaped. You escaped. The mental drivers steering your little mental train there. You got the Ten of Pentacles here. You came into some inheritance. You might have gotten a home. Perhaps this is all in the spirit, getting ready to manifest in this new chapter. As the structure collapses, what raises from that collapse will be most likely your inheritance here, your new home. Ruins. The things you no longer need are falling away to make room for the love that you deserve. We've got a swift change and a visitation. And crushed in the reverse. So you have healed from those broken promises. You've got the Six of Wands here, and the Puppet Master is in the reverse. They can't drive your mind. So you've got a victory over the driver. You're disconnected from those who broke their promises. And again, you've got a victory over the Puppet Master, the driver. This is the driver. They cannot drive you anymore. They were tempted by the snake, and you've got a victory over that. That Puppet Master can't puppet you. The Hierophant is here and knows that you're taking care of yourself. You're smelling the flowers. You're focused on the lighter side of life. And we've got needs. If emotional needs aren't being met, it's time to reassess. Touch is important too. So you've been out here taking care of your own damn self all by yourself. And God knows it, or whoever this Hierophant is, they know it. We've got the Queen of Swords here, and justice, judgment. She's speaking truth regarding the academic, empty cup. Whoever, the teachings, some academic. There's the truth is out here. Some academic has an empty cup because they're an absent father who is addicted, an addict. And they were trying to project onto this feminine their addictions because she can take care of herself and they can't. Having some anxiety. They don't know what you're going to do next. The King of Swords is here too. He knows the truth about this addiction and this crazy drama. This addict bringing a bunch of crazy drama to you. It's like, how far are you willing to go to make life rocky, to make life a struggle for the divine feminine? Man, they got caught up in the freaking whirlwind, and she's tired. She's tired, emotionally exhausted from dealing with this stupid crap. She deserves a damn break. Their world is falling apart. It's crumbling, and they're looking for an exit plan. The secret is they're not telling the truth. They played games with love. They didn't care about love. They broke every promise they made with love. It was just a game. They're a weed seed. They didn't want to settle down. They wanted to play in the dark, and they wanted to tangle people in the dark. And that's where they are, tangled up in this little web that they made. And you're being fierce. You're like, hey, get away from me, man. They got a long road to go until they find what they're looking for, because you're leaving. You're leaving. You're in your chariot there. You got a victory over that driver who broke their promises. You've got your Six of Wands here. That Puppet Master who was tempted by that snake and went astray cannot control you. You're out of there. You're leaving. You're leaving them with a long, long road. They burned you from a distance. They could be burning at a distance. Their house may have burnt down. They want forgiveness for leaving your life in pieces all the time. They're drowning. They're going under, and they have to go deal with these many flames. They're reaching for your love, the love of this diamond, but they made life really, really hard for you, being childish. And now this childish person, this addict here, who's been trying to project their nastiness onto you. Look, this is you, this is them. They're trying to project their crap onto you and say that that's you. And this is also them. They're like, oh, I'm so intelligent, I'm so clever, I can go get whoever pregnant and then leave them there all by themselves without any help to get their needs met, you know. And God knows the truth. And you've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords right here who also know the truth, all about this academic, this crap that empty vessels do in order to get anything. It's ending. That phase is ending, and they got to face it. They don't want to face it. They got to face it. They neglected you and left you alone. They're guilty of looking at you like just another notch on the headboard. They didn't give two shits. They were using you as their compost heap. They were projecting all of their nasty, crazy drama onto you, hoping that they could get you stuck in this freaking nastiness. Dude, he's got some serious issues, man. Completely irresponsible. Out there playing in all these kinds of addictions, and then not confessing that that's actually what they are. They're saying, oh no, I'm not that, she's that. And it's like, whoa, dude, you're such a liar. They're a liar. They broke their promises. They intentionally tried to break her heart. It's very obvious she takes care of herself. She's not out here third freaking party. You got a victory. This person was trying to drive your life into misery. They wanted you stuck in crazy drama. But you're victorious over that. You're like, I'm out of here, man. Freaking third wheel enemy. And you know, when I say third wheel enemy, it kind of reminds me of third war, right? Third worldwide war. Like third wheel enemy, WW3, third wheel. I don't know why it makes me think of that. It makes me think like this is the war. Third wheel enemies against, you know, people who want to be truthful and dedicated to each other. So they're challenged because you've rejuvenated, you've healed from all of the crap that they did. This third wheel enemy is probably trying to dump energy onto you, but you keep transmuting it, alchemizing it, and they've lost. There's unfinished business here. They lost. There's a tower, disconnect, and escape. They were trying to use your love as an escape. They were using your love as an escape. So this is a third wheel enemy. They came in and they said, hey, I love you. And you might have thought, hey, I bet he does, or she, or whatever. And it turns out they didn't. They wanted to be covered by your love, to extract your love and then leave you in sadness by breaking your heart with nobody to help you. That is a far cry from this. Jerk was trying to swap places with you energetically. So they're in a tower. You escaped. They're in a tower. They were trying to use you as an escape. Yeah, you've been reunited here. There's a reunion. You've escaped. They want to reunite. You are with somebody else. You could be the king and queen of swords. You've escaped. King and queen of swords are here together. What God has put together, no man shall tear apart. These ones who've been, these third wheel enemies who've broken their promises, who aren't serious, who left you alone to take care of yourself while projecting all of their addiction and their crazy freaking drama onto you, these empty vessels. They took everything from you. You get your 10 of Pentacles, your house. Everything you no longer need is falling away to make room for the love that you deserve, because the truth is revealed and there is an understanding of what they've done to you. And it's not just in this life, it's many, like M-A-N-Y, M-I-N-I cycles of birth and death. There's an understanding of the truth of it. So, you know, these third wheel enemies, they really thought that they were going to do it again. And they're just trying to figure out, you know, going down in a blaze of glory. So expect the unexpected, I suppose. We've got a swift change of visitation, and we've got crushed in the reverse. They're not able to hurt you. You're not hurting. Somebody wants to visit. You might get a visit. Disagreement. Somebody's in disagreement here. They're not able to hurt you. You're not crushed. You're like, dude, just go away, man. Just go away. Dude was trying to puppet your life. They were tempted by the snake to be abusive to you, drain you of your happiness, and then steer your life into failure, set you up for failure, take everything from you, set you up for failure, and then project all of their nastiness onto you. This party that they had with their third wheel enemy, you know, driving people into misery. Feasting on love and beauty. Taking everything from them. They did not appreciate the beauty of you. Not at all. Not at all. They were tempted by the snake. They wanted the snake, you know. They wanted the third wheel enemy. They didn't want this sweetness. They wanted the third wheel enemy. They're like, hey, let's go get nasty in the shadows. Let's go be somebody's dream lover. Harvest some energy. Nastiness. Yeah, passion. So your emotional needs weren't met. Somebody's feeling passionate about you. Somebody stole your passion. Queen of Swords knows the truth about the academics coming from these empty vessels. We've got guilty in the reverse. She's not guilty. Somebody's not guilty. She knows the truth. This person isn't guilty. This person isn't guilty. But that person is, this person is, they left her alone. Went out laughing and partying with this third wheel hoe bag. Now they want forgiveness. They're having anxiety. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. They tried to blame this beautiful woman of being an addict, of stirring up crazy drama. They wanted her 10 of Pentacles and her home and her love, her light. They've missed their opportunity because it's not just the Queen of Swords who knows the truth, it's the King of Swords. So the Queen of Swords knows the truth about the academics of the empty vessels. She knows that this person, this feminine, is not guilty. They left her alone without her needs being met. This passionate, beautiful woman. They neglected their destiny. They neglected, so we've got destiny here, but they're in regret for neglecting you, or for running away from their commitments. They treated you like a freaking hoe bag when you're this beautiful star, sweetheart. You could have built a freaking glorious life with somebody. But this addict, little crazy drama hoe bag lover decided to leave you alone and take everything from you and leave you there. And now they're saying, oh, I've got passion. Bullshit, freaking asshole. All they got is a bunch of habits that they'll never ever do, and they're getting detached, and now it's going to happen to them. They're going to be left alone. They made mistakes. They got wrapped up in the shadow, and they thought it was really great, and they did a lot of damage to an irreplaceable person. The way this feminine loves cannot be matched. And this masculine chose this. Copycat. A reflection to build a soul contract with. That's them. Now there's gossip because they're chasing after you. Your beautiful look. They don't know what to do because they shat all over their responsibility. They got with you, sexed you up, and then left you alone while they spent all their time and all your money, all your happiness and everything on this other little hoe bag while they broke their promises with you. Now you're with somebody new. Could be somebody from the past. So you've got a victory here. You've got control over this driver, this third party enemy that broke their love promises. You've got aid. You've got mercy here. You're being shown kindness, or they need you. They need your help now. You're a star. You're healed. You're rejuvenated. There's a change here. They've lost you. And now there's unfinished business. Look, they took the bride. They took the freaking bride. They decided that this was the best thing to do in their life. This was the best person that they could ever be. And so they're in a tower getting disconnected. And you're being reunited with somebody else. It could be somebody from a previous life cycle. Somebody from history. Somebody who's as truthful as you. Good match. A good moral human. They lied. They lied, and God knows. They left you. They were not meeting your emotional needs. They could have just been effing you. Ten of Pentacles and house is yours. Everything you no longer need is making room for the love you deserve. The truth has been revealed, and these people are protesting. These third wheel enemies, they have the audacity to protest. It's your house. You're the good one who wanted to build a life with them, but he just wanted to be a drug-addicted, alcoholic whore. And he thinks he deserves your house, your reward. You were there taking care of your needs all by your own damn self, and this drug addict who was up here trying to project their own addictive qualities onto you thinks they deserve your house, your money, your light, your life. We have a swift change here and a visitation. Somebody's in disagreement. You're not crushed about it. So yeah, mask wearer. So there's a mask wearer here. You're not crushed. There's a mask wearer who is in disagreement. Somebody who is in protesting here, they may try to pay you a visit. In the near future, you've got the Six of Wands victory. This puppet master is in the reverse. They were tempted by the snake. They went astray, and they did not appreciate beauty. They did not care one bit about you. This was them. They were just out there swinging. I mean, they got limited to the root chakra, the lowest PowerPoint in the temple is what they clung to with a vengeance. Live and learn. They did not want to be in the solar plexus, in the heart, or in the crown. They just wanted to be in the root. Oh, just throw a whole bunch of negative energy on everybody. Let's go. Do it. The Hierophant is here, knows very well that you took care of yourself while your emotional needs were not being met. Those who were just using you or as a passion project or whatever, they're in danger. They brought you danger. It could be they put you in danger with that. They left you in danger. This addict, passion project, absent father, broke every single promise, who lost you. It's obvious you're not guilty. The Queen of Swords is right here, knows everything about the academics that these addicted people have been using in the world. They're an empty vessel. You're not guilty. They've lost you. They're losing you. You're not guilty. Page of Swords. There's new contracts here. They're absent. They had a contract with you and they were absent. They didn't want anything to do with you. And now they're having anxiety and asking forgiveness because you got the house. He thought that he and his whole bag was going to get your house. But God's here saying, excuse me? She's not guilty of these addicted, crazy drama things. She wasn't the one who bailed on you and left you alone to face danger by yourself. And with this third-party enemy, whole bag crap, he could have brought home all kinds of diseases, man. To which what? So he infects her and then shames her for it while he goes out and gets drunk and pretends that he's this special being, projecting his nastiness onto this beautiful woman here. But jerk, he's not getting the freaking real estate. He's not getting the real estate of this woman. King of Swords knows the truth also about this addicted POS, drumming up crazy drama in everybody's life with their third-party whole bag business. They've missed their opportunity. They're stressed out. They didn't get the house. They didn't get the money. They thought being a whore in the world and just staying in the root chakra and forcing everybody around them to fight or fly or, you know, survive. They're stubborn. They're being confined. They're losing their freedom. They don't want to hear it. You know, they're going to have to go survive the same crap that they put you through. And that's good news. You got a miracle here that's delivered to you from your alliances. Why? Because you care about family and you're bringing your gifts. You are a gift. You want a family. You utilize your energy, this sweet energy that is yours, to take care of your family, even when everybody takes everything from you and leaves you there by yourself and leaves you alone and in danger. What a POS. These ones, their profession is to bully the mental body of people, of sweethearts, to go get a contract and then to bail on them and go be with a hoe bag and be vicious and cruel. Now they want to compromise. You know, what a sack of crap, man. But you're relaxed and you're focused on family. You're a Queen of Swords. Your King of Swords is right here. He's sticking up for you. It's like this jackass, whoever this jackass is, you know, God's right here, and the truth is the truth, and there's nothing but the truth. We got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. You know the exact truth about the academics that have been coming from these crazy drama, addicted POSs that's an empty cup, and how they get their gain. You're relaxed. You're getting a new family. You're like, man, yeah, it's time for you to go experience eternal love. You are love. Look at this. This is a sweetheart. And this addicted little jackwagon decided they were going to drive her into the ground, into the shadows, so that they could have an indulgent life. They tried to rob you of your blessing. of your vow, your eternal love. They daydreamed about mentally disturbing you. They sent this to your mind. They were dreaming that you would be insane, a raving freaking lunatic, and all they would have to do is step in. This little third-party hoe bag has been talking about, they're talking about tattoos, they're talking about dental records, they're talking about stuff. She wants to step in as you, but the little asshole here is not getting your house. He's not getting squat. This is the end of this. This is the conclusion of this little rat getting all up in your business. You're getting a new family tree because you persevered through the curses of this network of people. And there's evidence. There's evidence of everything that they did trying to dominate you and your ability to love yourself. There's evidence of you loving yourself. There's evidence of them trying to dominate you. Because they wanted your freaking life of extravagance. They wanted your 10 of Pentacles. But it's yours. And you've reached your goals. It's yours. Third wheel enemies were collaborating together. They were promised by this coach that they were going to get your reward, your adventure. And now they're worried. They don't know what to do because you made it. And now justice is being served on all the freaking magic that they drove into you. This supernatural disturbances, this mental chaos. They're being separated from you. They fell into a trap. That magic is coming back to them. These are religious people who strategize against the mental body of sweethearts. And now they're furious because that magic backfired and they're in a nightmare. They're in a nightmare. They're super mad. They need saving, but they're being rejected. Because they were fighting with you while you were alone. All these masculines, and they're addicted third-party hoe bags, fighting with you. These two men are on that card fighting with you while they left you alone. Their reward is being stopped. You're getting it, and they're being stopped. And you've got this a reunion. A marriage, a reunion. You're seen here. You're a good moral human. Whatever they had put on you, and that's the divine stated that you're vindicated. You're going to be vindicated in this new cycle. Like it's proven in the courts here that they were lying. And they're going to be made blind. They're no longer going to be able to spy on your intellectual property, your ideas, siphon your energy. They can't stalk you anymore. So you're all calm, and these prideful people are freaking overwhelmed. They're spazzing out in the head because you're coming into your destiny. You're ready for it. You're a sweetheart. You love family. You're going to have a family. And these ones are afraid because you triumphed. You won. And you're kicking them to the curb. It's like, get out of my house, man. I want sweet dreams. I want sweet dreams. You are stable and secure, even though they've been trying to make you sick. And maybe they're sick because you are stable and secure. They want to apologize because this is over. There's death here. It's over. They want, look, there's death and confinement. They're confined away from you. They cannot touch you. They want to. They keep making these ridiculous plans. I just can't stand hardly to hear it. I've been listening to this hogwash for decades. They have nothing more to talk about other than being you and taking from you, crushing you, destroying you. It's so sick. It's so sick. All because they want a status of privilege, man. And these jealous hoe bags, they did not listen to the warnings. They were warned. They were warned. You're getting shown mercy and kindness. You have won a victory here. over this driver, these third-party drivers. They broke their promises. They've been effing around with you, and you're getting assistance from this Hierophant, from this King of Swords. You are reunited with this King of Swords, Queen of Swords. And these other drivers, the third parties, they're being separated, disconnected from you. Yeah, look at this. You have billionaire status. You are well known. These people have been broadcasting the lifetime stories of Divine Feminine for decades throughout the galaxy, even centuries perhaps. And they've been playing these little soap operas and these little slave colonies to tell the people these star seeds couldn't ever come save them or help them, that this is just the way it was, lifetimes of just a bunch of crap. But you got the star here, you've rejuvenated, and you're a healer, and you're bringing change. These ones have lost. There's unfinished business for those who were persuaded or tempted or bribed to move against you. Snack. Snack. They're a snack for the vampire. They're the new fodder, is what the Most High said. They're the new fodder. They wanted you to be fed upon. They wanted you to be fed to this vampire as a snack. But you're getting help because it's obvious. These third-party enemies are going through a tower. They're being disconnected because you have escaped, and you are a good moral human who's earned a lot of merit, and you are reunited here, Queen and King of Swords. You know the truth about what these people have done, and God knows that you have been taking care of yourself while they have been neglecting you and projecting all of their sick crap onto you. And they can go F themselves, because you are this beautiful person, and you've escaped their grasp, their trap. They fumbled you, and now they can go F off. Shadow demon. Love bombing, gaslighting, shadow demon, stay in your lane. You've got your 10 of Pentacles, you've got your house, the truth is out, star seed. You are the star seed. They thought they were going to bury you and feed you to this vampire, this shadow demon. They're protesting. They're trying to say that you're a conspiracy theorist, that you're out here, you're mental, that you're not mentally fit. But God knows better. You're not out here playing a role. You're not playing a role. They're not able to drive you into failure. They're not able to dress you up as a snake. They didn't appreciate the beauty that you obviously are. And you've got this third wheel enemy out here trying to pretend that they are you. They want to step into your shoes, and they just don't fit. They're a simp. Doing the most for somebody who cares the least. Feeding star seeds to this shadow demon vampire, and they really thought they were going to do it, and they still do. They still do. They still talking like they're going to have an opportunity to snag some of you and feed you to this thing. This cult leader. It looks like this cult leader is trying to pay a visit. Maybe they're going to get a visit. They might be getting a visit. There's a swift change for the visitor. For the astral projectionist, they're not able to crush you. They're in disagreement. This cult leader is messed up. You're in your 6 of Wands here. Victory. The puppet master cannot puppet you anymore. You've got a victory over here, and there's public recognition. Like, they can all see it. That this is a freaking snake who did not appreciate the beauty of you. Live and learn. And they're triggered. This third wheel enemy, they're triggered, man, because they're the new fodder. The Most High God knows that you take care of yourself and your own needs. These ones sexed you up and then brought nothing but injury and danger to you. They tapped and tagged your sexuality, and then they made themselves absent and decided that they were going to project all of their filthiness into your energy field and blame you for their own bull crap. They wanted to lay their karmic debt onto you. They're still trying to do that energetically. They're really trying to go out with a bang. They want it. But you know what they're going to go out as? They're going to go out as a mask-wearing vampire shadow demon who can go F themselves. They're full of addictions. Not only are they doing drugs and drinking, but they're addicted to feeding on your energy. They're so addicted to so many things. And they've been trying to project that onto you, and it's just not you. Look. Self-care. So Passion Project is in danger because they're not able to care for themselves. They can't care for themselves. They left you alone to care for yourself, and they did not help you. They were out effing around, bringing danger to you. They wanted to make it so you couldn't care for yourself. They might have given you an incurable STD or something. They might have tried to drain you of all of your life force. Like they may have been feasting on it so badly that they may have left you, seriously, in the dark. They sucked the light out of you. And made it very dangerous for you to survive with this stupid third-party bull crap that they kept projecting into your energy field, whether you were actually sleeping with them or not. They were laying that energy onto you, this fashion witch, their sloppy little snaky stuff. Black square, doing the least to gain the most. So the Queen of Swords knows about the academics of these empty vessels. You aren't guilty. These ones are losing. They're suffering the damage that they have caused. You had a contract with this addicted little hoe, and they made themselves absent, and now they're having anxiety. They want your forgiveness. They were not able to steal your real estate. They ignored the red flags. They don't get to take part. They did not get your real estate. They think you're a bitch, but you're a legend. King of Swords knows the truth about this addict who wanted to get you in this crazy drama. That's their own crazy drama. They missed their opportunity with it. They're stressed out because you're an empath. You can feel, you can see, you can hear. You can know. Y'all know. The King and Queen of Swords knows. These are jealous, privileged people, but their life of privilege comes from theft, from feeding star seeds to the vampire demon thing, shadow demon. They're spreading tinfoil conspiracies, or perhaps they thought you were a myth. You weren't supposed to exist. There's a troll that thinks you're a bitch, but you're a freaking unicorn. You're special. And this is a simp. You're getting the land back from these feral, love-bombing, gaslighting narcissists. They're being told to stay in their own lane. Stay out of the lane of this sweetheart. You're a trauma-bonded fashion witch. And they're probably competing with this person for influence in the world. This self-care legend has billionaire status in the galaxy, and you've got a third wheel enemy who breaks every promise that they make, and they think that they're going to actually take over the influence of this special starseed unicorn who takes care of themselves even when hoe bags come in and drain them of all of their light and then project all of their filthiness onto them, hoping that they don't survive. What a POS, man. What a POS. What a nasty Jack. Nasty Jack, nasty Jill. Rolling down the hill. Nasty Jack and nasty Jill. Rolling down the hill. So you've got your victory here over the driver of this third-party mask-wearing broho that didn't keep his promise. You got mercy from the galaxy, like universal cosmic stuff. You're a star seed unicorn self-care legend. You know, the only thing they have is 3D demolition. The only thing these addicted, absent fathers, contract breakers, promise breakers, snacking, vampiric, demon, triggered, feral POSs who can't take care of themselves, they destroy the stability in the realm by their lack of care. And they thought they were going to get into your seat and destroy your influence in the world. She wanted to adopt your damn identity. And she's nothing like you. She's a dirty hoe. A dirty hoe. And they've been trying to project all of that shit onto you. But God sees you. The universe sees you. The multiverse sees you. Are we not using these cards, Spirit? Okay. We got give it time, and it's no. So you're getting aid, and you're not giving this any more time. It's done. It's done. You're in your chariot. You've escaped this driver and their third-party mask-wearing little hoe bag. You've got billionaire status, and you're getting mercy. And there's no more time. You're not giving it any more time. You're the star here. You're the healer. You have rejuvenated, and there's a change coming. Because those who were tempted by this vampire to feed you a star seed to this shadow demon lost. And now there's unfinished business. This third party has to go be a snack for this vampire. They're going to feed on each other now. Food is going to be hard to come by, they said. I guess that's the food. They're going to feed on each other now. Because you're out of there. We got fire sign. You could be a fire sign. Somebody's a fire sign. They lost you. Unfinished business. They are the snack for this vampire now. They're in a tower. They're being disconnected from you. You have escaped. And you're reunited because you're a good moral human. So you're reunited here. King and Queen of Swords. And you've got this shadow demon here that can just go F off. They're not going to eat you. You're moving. You're leaving. Or they're moving. Somebody is moving. Somebody is out of here. You're in your chariot. You're going away. You got your 10 of Pentacles and you got a house. You might actually be moving. Everything you no longer need is falling away to make room for the love that you desire. And third-party mask-wearing hoe bag thieves are not love. So they're falling away. You have an understanding. The truth has been revealed. You are a starseed. God can see it. And these ones are protesting. They're like, wait, because we've got karmic cycles. Something is ending and something is beginning. Very quickly, we've got a visitation. You aren't crushed. And this cult leader is in disagreement. What's going on with the cult leader? He's having disagreement. They weren't able to crush you. They couldn't crush you. And we've got commitment. You've got a commitment. You've got something serious going on here. You've got a commitment. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, this cult leader is mad. They couldn't crush you. You came together, reunited. You graduated through whatever challenge you set up for yourself, whether you remember it or not. You got a victory, 6 of Wands victory over this puppet master. It's publicly known and seen. They were tempted by the snake and they did not appreciate the beauty of you. And now this is living and learning. They're triggered. They're triggered. They could be doing love spells. They're trying to do a love spell. They're trying to do a damn love spell. So the Hierophant is here knowing that you took care of yourself even while they were making it so none of your needs were being met. They were in this passion project bringing danger to you. We've got self-care in the reverse, let go in the reverse. So these ones, they don't want you to let go. These people who can't take care of themselves don't want you to let go. These are the passion project, root chakra, stuck in survival mode, POS, addicted, crazy drama, absent to everything, triggered by everything. I'm going to go do a love spell because they know they're not lovable. So they have to bewitch people in order to get them. Both of these cards came out. You're not guilty. These are people who do the least to gain the most, and they're losing everything. You're not guilty. These were empty vessels using magic on you, academic bullcrap, trying to steal your stuff. You're not guilty. Queen of Swords knows it all. She's right there. These people, these bisexual people were trying to steal your stuff, these third-party enemies. And they're still here trying to do love spells in the freaking near future. This is nasty, man. They had a contract with you and they were absent. You don't even know who these people are. What the hell? They're over there at some distance trying to drive your life. You don't even know who the hell these people are. They probably sacrificed your spirit at some point, thinking they were going to get your freaking house. They probably did some false magical contract in the astral realm, and they sacrificed you, thinking they were going to get your freaking house. We got confession in the reverse. They're not confessing. They didn't want to confess. They're not confessing. They're not telling the truth. They want forgiveness, but they warned all the red flags. They did not get the real estate. They're not taking your real estate. These are sickening. Look, they're at a distance from you. They got to keep their distance from you. Foul mofos. The King of Swords knows the truth about this addicted little POS who's bringing crazy drama to you. They're stuck in a rabbit hole. They miss their opportunity and they're stressed out in the head. They can't stop thinking about you. They want date night. Or maybe they just can't stop thinking about you. They're stressed out because you're getting a date night. Take it as it resonates, but I would use caution. I would use caution for sure. Because you got an addicted, crazy drama mofo here trying to get date night with the empath. Star, unicorn, self-care guru. Why? So they can lay all their crap on them, bury them in this projected blame and shame of addiction and whoring, and then take their house. These third wheel enemies. Having a challenge. Water sign. They could be doing something with pets, trying to get you to open your heart to a honeymoon. They need to look out for their own damn health. An earth sign, yes. Patience. Traveling soon. Mercury retrograde. So it's going back. This narcissist is going back. They have to use caution when they're doing magic, trying to manifest money through sex. Communicate. Pregnancy, they may try to get you pregnant, but there's a divorce. Move on. Get out of here. You know that this is a spy taking some gambling. They're trying to tap into your mind, but you are protected from these liars who are trying to come back into your damn energy. This air sign is receiving a big no. I did not even know that there could be such foul entities in the world, and it looks like the majority are feeding into this shadow demon vampiric system. We've got missing people all the time. They go and they feed these starseed unicorns to this vampiric shadow demon, and they do it for pennies on the freaking dollar. Now this a-hole had a contract with this sweetheart who could take care of their own needs even when they were draining her of her vitality and bringing danger to her energy with their third-party foul hoism, trying to bind themselves to her essence so they could make it look like she was a whore. She wasn't. Her emotional needs weren't met at all. They just drained her of her energy. And then they went out and did orgies or some kind of crap to bring danger to her and make it so she wouldn't be able to take care of herself. Because they didn't want to let her go. They wanted to keep her forever as a source of suffering energy, that they could continue to do that forbidden magic of transferring their putrid sin onto her and have her process it for them. What good are they? Pretending. They're not even good at pretending. They're offering some kind of resistance regarding the territory. You're not giving it any more time. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they are. You're a star here. I say you because you're the star. You're bringing about a change. And those who are tempted to hurt you have lost you. There's unfinished business here. These are the new snacks for the vampires. You're coming into some abundance. Vampire wants to snack on you, but they're in a tower getting disconnected because you escaped and you are reunited as a good moral human. This shadow demon is going to get F. They have to move. They got to move, or you're moving. Somebody's moving. They got to get out of the damn house. Displacement. They got to get out. They're being displaced. The shadow demon can go F off. They got to get out of the house. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here and the home. Everything you no longer need is falling away to make room for the love you deserve. You have an understanding of the truth here. You are a starseed. You're coming into a new cycle. This cycle is ending. The other cycle is beginning. And they're protesting because they're getting wrath. Wrath is being delivered to them for what they have done. And they're mad. They're triggered. They think that they deserve your house. and that you should be getting the wrath. They put all their putrid shit onto you, and they were really hoping that it was going to stick. They're trying to do a love spell. They want to soften your heart. You might want to go flush yourself, you know, from this energy. They know that very quickly you're getting a visit, somebody that you're committed to, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. You're not crushed. They couldn't crush you, and this cult leader is in disagreement. They don't want you coming together, but you're coming together. Your new cycle is about ready to begin here, and they're receiving wrath. They're falling away. But here in the look, we got trickery. The cult leader is in disagreement. They're trying to be tricky. They're trying to be tricky. We've got Six of Wands, victory and public recognition over this puppet master who was tempted by the snake. They did not appreciate the beauty of you. You lived and learned. You developed some stuff, and somebody's triggered. They're doing love spells on you. And we've got play. They've been playing around with freaking love spells, and they're triggered because you learned about it. You lived and learned about what all these snake worshippers were doing, these vampiric shadow demons. You learned about what they were doing with love spells. They were playing with people. The Hierophant is here, knows that you've been taking care of yourself even when they drained you of your energy. They didn't meet any of your needs at all. They were out there being horrors, and they were bringing danger to your energy. They were trying to bring injury to you. They don't want you to let go. They're not able to take care of themselves. These are scavengers. They're worse than animals. Animals don't even behave this way, man. They have a sense of longevity, and these ones just are in the moment, snacking. They have no sense of purpose. Warning. So they're being warned. We've got third party, someone else, and we've got warning. Warning. Queen of Swords is right here, and it could be that she's the one, the sweetheart, that took care of herself through all of this, and she learned about them doing love spells and gaining contracts and playing around, making themselves absent, and projecting all of their addictions and their nasty mental and physical behaviors, their energetic filth onto this beautiful person. This could have been a love spell contract that was gathered in the ethers. You may not even know who this shadow demon is. They wanted your house. They spied you using divination. This cult leader thought it was a great way to get your stuff. Scavenger. Warning. They're not confessing. There's a contract here. They had one, and they were absent. There's no confessions. They're not admitting crap. They're full of anxiety. They want forgiveness. They ignored the warnings. They're at a distance, and they're not getting your real estate. They're a mimicker, a pretender, a mask-wearing phony. And more than that, they're not even just a phony. They're a projecting, gaslighting, love-bombing, magic-spewing, mask-wearing hoe bag out here hurting people, good, beautiful people who could actually lift them up and help their lives improve, but they want to stay in the filth of whoring and try to get a reward by effing their way to the top. Sick. They're not able to influence you. They're not able to influence you. They've missed their opportunity. They're stressed out in the head. They're stuck in this crazy drama and addicted. They're addicted to date night with empaths. There could be a date night with an empath. This King of Swords and this Queen of Swords might be coming together. They know the truth about this academics that these third wheel enemies have been doing. And it looks to me like God is here dealing with, you got freedom. These people have to stay distant from you. You're free. You're free from that. You have grown by practicing your routine. The Hierophant knows that you take care of yourself. You're not out here addicted like these ones are. Their crap is rolling right off of you. They can't make their magic stick, their love spells. You're going to take your seeds and go in a different direction. You're going to plant your garden in a different place. They're going to have balance in the sacred space. These ghosts were distracting people. They're dead. They should have died 5 lifetimes ago, but they keep taking the life of these star seeds, these unicorns, and then dressing up in it, prolonging their own existence. They should have died 5 lifetimes ago, but they've been causing upheaval, trying to dominate the living. They look like they're alive, but they're not. You've got luck, and your luck is protected. Like, they're not going to be able to curse your land or your business according to the Divine Mother. Teamwork with nature. These ones are in grief because everything they have done has been observed, and everything they do now is being observed. As they spy into people's houses, projecting themselves into people's houses so that they could feed on them energetically and otherwise. To fight with them with this upside down perspective, to collect their little golden nuggets so that they survive, these creatures of the night. So the heart bonds of the anomalies are in isolation. Like, they can't mess with them. They can't mess with them. It's like you're going to take off and fly because of the history of your self-care here. You have brought exposure to what has been going on here. You have spoken of what your experience is, and you've been bringing it to the light. These cult leaders, these third-party enemies, doing magic in their orgies and their addictions and projecting that crap onto beautiful people and then claiming that they are that. Feeding the starseed unicorn to the shadow demon vampire as a snack. These ones are the new fodder. They're being prepared right now. They're being prepared. They're still trying to communicate in the mirrors, or these people who've been doing mirror magic and communicating as you, wearing these stupid masks. They're being released. They're at risk. They were bringing risk to you. You are a gift in this community. Your gifts are here in the community, and they're in fear because they're anticipating nobody wants to listen to them because they're a mischievous little jackwagon who is bringing freaking stress and an empty nest to their commitment. They were completely absent. They were committed to an empty nest. They were committed to feeding this person and whatever belonged in that nest to this person as a snack. And now they can go F themselves. They got to move on. Get out. This isn't your house, shadow demon. You got to go wherever it is you belong, and that's in the dark. They've lost. They're still trying to commit trickery here regarding your commitment, your connection here. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and God knows it. They're right here with you. They're still here playing around with this crap. So just be careful. Be aware that any energy like this, you're not guilty of it. So either of you, if you pick up on it, it's not a thing. It's these ones. It's these third world enemies. They're ignoring the warnings. They've been warned and they are ignoring the warnings. So just be aware, if you sense this sexual energy, these ones are playing with it and your sweetheart is not guilty, okay? I hope that this brings clarity to something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.